Hello everyone, I'm Changli. The experience has shown that the people know a lot about differentiation, like the differentials of x to the power n, tan x, e to the power x, the product rule, the chain rule, the quotient rule, etc. When faced with the simple question, what is differentiation, they fumbled. Some took even 2 minutes to utter the first word and the whole knowledge was wasted. So what is differentiation? Is it a procedure, a trick, or a kind of a simplification? Does rate of change instantaneously flash in your mind? We often face questions like the rate area of a square increasing vis-a-vis side length. The rate area of a circle changes vis-a-vis radius. Why the line that connects Earth to the Sun sweeps out equal areas in equal times, even though its orbit is not perfectly circular but elliptical, elongated more in one direction? What brings calculus in laws of motion? Experience has shown that such differential equations are extraordinarily successful at explaining and predicting a variety of observed phenomena. These equations can be algebraically manipulated for gaining deeper and varied insights without any need for physical experimentation. And so many other questions like infinite shades of grey, 50 is not enough here. If everything around us is a subject of change, it's essential for us to know the rate of change. Differentiation is a means to measure rate of change at a particular instant. Rate of change of a function with respect to the underlying variable. The area of a square depends on the side length. That means area is a function of the underlying variable side length. Differentiation literally brings to our mind some differences. Yes, it is about two differences. In fact, it is about the ratio of those two differences. We take a simple example to understand the nature of these differences and the relative ratio. Suppose you were getting pocket money $200 per month at the age of 10 years. At the age of 15, you were getting $400 per month. How do we find the rate pocket money changed during those 5 years? We divide change in amount by change in time. The rate comes to $40 per annum. Likewise, the rate of change during 11th year is $30 per annum. So the ROC depends on the period. The ROC in 11th year represents better the change around 11th year vis-a-vis the 5-year average. This guides, if we keep decreasing the period from a year to a month, a week, a day, and so on, it will capture the ROC more and more accurately near an instant. However, it will still remain an average during a period. Can we know the exact rate of change at an instant, as distinct from during a period? A simple approach can be keep increasing number of payments with time gaps needing to zero and find this limiting value. However, there is a limit to frequency of payments. Pocket money is not a continuous payment like a running tape. Let us try this experiment with a continuous phenomena. These are some examples. Here values of x yield the values of y continuously through a function of x. We choose the simple example of area of a square. How do we find the rate area changing with the side length? We divide change in area by corresponding change in side length. During change in the side length from 10 to 12 cm, the rate of change of area comes to 22 cm square per centimeter. Likewise, when side length is x, take a slightly bigger square of side length x plus h. Here h is very small, infinitesimally small. Area of this square would be x plus h whole square. Here too, the rate of change is change in area divided by change in side length. Change in area means area of the bigger square x plus h whole square minus the area of the smaller square x square, and change in side length is x plus h minus x, that is h. The ROC simplifies to 2x plus h as shown. When bigger square closes in on the smaller square, mathematically speaking, when x plus h tends to x, or simply as h tends to 0, ROC 2x plus h tends to 2x. So the limit is 2x. That means when the side length is x, the area is changing at the rate of twice the side length. Let us recap what we exactly did in this example. We found difference between two function values at two close values x plus h and x, then divided it by h, the change in independent variable, and then let s tends to 0 and found the limit of the ratio. The prerequisite here is the function should be continuous at x and the limit should exist at x. It is not necessary this limit will exist in all the cases. This limit does not exist in many cases. You may have calculated many limits. The process of finding this particular limit is called differentiation. This limit is known as the derivative. It gives the exact rate of change of a function at x. We call it instantaneous rate of change at x. This formula is the soul of the calculus, the raised algebra. You must be good at algebra to master calculus. Calculus is the language of nature. Calculus is the language that God speaks. This differential equation governs flow of current in LED lights, mobiles, laptops, TVs, etc. Calculus is therefore everywhere. So learn calculus to communicate with God. If you could follow the presentation, like the video and subscribe the channel. All the best. Have a great day.